the phone call that changed everything. Daniel was 25 years old and lived in a busy city. Every morning, he woke up before sunrise, hurried to work, and returned home late at night. He believed that success was the most important thing in life. He wanted a better house, a better car, and a better future. Because of his busy schedule, he rarely visited his parents, who still lived in the small village where he had grown up. His mother called him almost every evening. She always asked the same simple questions. Did you eat well? Are you sleeping enough? Are you taking care of yourself? Daniel usually smiled and answered quickly, Yes, Mom. Everything is fine. I'm just very busy. His mother never complained. She simply said, I'm proud of you. Just don't forget to come home when you can. Every time Daniel ended the call, he promised himself that he would visit next month. But next month always became another month. One weekend, Daniel's childhood friend Michael called him. Your parents miss you very much, he said. Your mother still cooks your favorite meal every Sunday. She says maybe this week you will surprise her by coming home. Daniel felt guilty, but he looked at the pile of work on his desk and replied, I have an important project. I'll visit after I finish it. Michael became quiet and softly said, Work will always be there. Parents won't. Daniel heard the words, but he did not truly understand them. Several weeks later, while Daniel was sitting in an office meeting, his phone vibrated again and again. He ignored it because he did not want to interrupt the meeting. When it finally ended, he looked at his phone and saw 12 missed calls from his father. His heart suddenly felt heavy. He called back immediately. His father answered in a weak voice. Daniel, your mother had a heart attack this morning. She is in the hospital. Please come as soon as you can. Without saying another word, Daniel left the office and rushed to the bus station. During the long journey, he looked out of the window and remembered his childhood. He remembered his mother walking him to school, waiting for him with an umbrella in the rain, staying awake all night when he had a fever, and encouraging him every time he wanted to give up. Tears slowly filled his eyes. When Daniel finally reached the hospital, he ran through the hallway as fast as he could. His father was sitting quietly outside the room. His face looked older than Daniel had ever seen. He stood up, hugged his son tightly, and whispered, She waited for you. Daniel entered the room with shaking hands. His mother was lying peacefully on the bed. She looked weak, but when she saw him, she smiled. It was the same warm smile she had given him since he was a little boy. You came, she whispered. I'm sorry, Mom, Daniel cried. I should have come earlier. I was always busy. His mother gently held his hand. Don't cry, she said softly. Seeing you is enough for me. Daniel stayed beside her bed for hours. They talked about old memories, funny stories, and the dreams they once shared. For the first time in many years, Daniel forgot about work, money, and deadlines. He simply enjoyed being with his mother. Before he left that evening, she smiled and said, Promise me something. Anything, Daniel replied. Don't wait for special days to tell people you love them. Every ordinary day is already special. Daniel nodded with tears in his eyes. I promise. A few days later, his mother passed away peacefully in her sleep. After the funeral, Daniel returned to his parents' house to help his father organize the old family belongings. While cleaning a wooden cabinet, he found a small notebook. Inside it, his mother had written short diary entries over many years. On one page she wrote, Daniel called today. Hearing his voice made me happy. On another page she wrote, Today is my birthday. I wished he could come, but I know he is working hard. I am still proud of him. Another page simply said, A mother's heart never counts how many times her child forgets to visit. It only waits for the next hug. Daniel could no longer hold back his tears. Every page reminded him of the love he had taken for granted. He realized that while he had been busy building a successful career, his mother had been quietly collecting precious moments, hoping to spend just a little more time with her son. Life slowly changed after that. Daniel reduced his working hours and spent more time with his father. He visited old friends, helped his neighbors, and called the people he loved without waiting for a reason. Whenever someone said they were too busy to visit their parents, Daniel gently shared his own story. He never wanted another person to experience the same regret. Years later, Daniel became a father himself. Every evening, no matter how tired he was, he sat with his daughter, listened to her stories, and told her how important family was. Sometimes she asked, "Daddy, why do you always make time for us?" Daniel would smile, look at the old notebook he kept safely on a shelf, and answer, "Because the people we love are the greatest gift we will ever receive. Time spent with them is never wasted." Daniel could never keep the promise of visiting his mother more often while she was alive. But he kept another promise for the rest of his life. He never again allowed success to become more important than the people who loved him. He learned that money can be earned again, opportunities can return, but the moments we lose with our loved ones can never be brought back. Moral of the story: never be too busy for the people who love you. One day, you may wish for just one more conversation, one more hug, or one more chance to say, "I love you." If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe.